That leaves the Midwestern states to explore.
Let's start with North Dakota. The capital of North Dakota is
Bismarck.
Bismarck, North Dakota. North Dakota's vast plains have many farms, and it is one of the biggest wheat-producing states in the U.S.
Next is South Dakota. The capital of South Dakota is
Pierre.
Pierre, South Dakota.
South Dakota is famous for its scenic wonders like the Black Hills, the Badlands, and especially Mount Rushmore. Next is Nebraska. The capital of Nebraska is
Lincoln.
Lincoln, Nebraska.
Nebraska is nicknamed the Cornhusker State. Corn is a leading product there. The next Midwestern state is Kansas. The capital of Kansas is
Topeka.
Topeka, Kansas.
Kansas is called the Sunflower State after its state flower, which grows wild throughout Kansas. Next is Missouri. The capital of Missouri is
Jefferson City.
Jefferson City, Missouri.
The Gateway Arch is in St. Louis, Missouri. Missouri is called the Gateway to the West because of all the early pioneers who came through the state. Iowa is the next state. The capital of Iowa is
Des Moines.
Des Moines, Iowa. The first gasoline-powered tractor was built in Iowa, which makes sense because 90% of all Iowa's land is devoted to farming.
Next is Minnesota. The capital of Minnesota is
St. Paul.
St. Paul, Minnesota. This state is called the Land of 10,000 Lakes. Ice fishing is a popular activity in Minnesota during its cold winters.
Next state, Wisconsin. The capital of Wisconsin is
Madison.
Madison, Wisconsin.
There are more dairy cows in Wisconsin than people. Wisconsin is one of the top producers of milk, cheese, and butter in America. Illinois is the next state. The capital of Illinois is Springfield. Springfield, Illinois.
Springfield is where Abraham Lincoln was raised. Illinois is sometimes even called the land of Lincoln. Next is Indiana. Indiana's state capital is
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Well over half of the nation's limestone comes from Indiana. Limestone is used to build buildings all across the country. The next state is Ohio. The capital of Ohio is Columbus.
Columbus, Ohio. Ohio's official state tree is the Buckeye tree, so Ohio is called the Buckeye State. Michigan is the next state. The capital of Michigan is
Lansing. Lansing, Michigan. Michigan has the longest suspension bridge in the country. The state is divided into two separate parts, and the Mackinac Bridge connects them. So that completes the Midwest states and their capitals.
Bismarck, North Dakota. Pierre, South Dakota. Lincoln, Nebraska. Topeka, Kansas. Jefferson City, Missouri. Des Moines, Iowa. St. Paul, Minnesota. Madison, Wisconsin. Springfield, Illinois. Indianapolis, Indiana. Columbus, Ohio. And Lansing, Michigan.